shades that might work well. Now, okay, this part. Hi, it's great to see you. It's been such a long time. Way too long, I know. But I'm so grateful to be back with you again. And I understand correctly, I believe, that you are here for a hair color matching session. Fantastic. Yeah, that's actually one of my specialties. It's kind of my favorite thing to do with hair. So you've definitely come to the right place. So, have you ever had your hair color matched before? No? Okay. Well, I will tell you, since I do such a detailed assessment, it does take a little while, so you can probably expect to be here for 40 minutes or more. Does that work for you? Okay, yeah, it's definitely worth the wait. And there's nothing strenuous that you have to do, really. You're just sitting there, and most of my clients do find this process to actually be a little bit relaxing. So, yeah, and I do go through everything, and that's why it does take quite a long time because I am so detailed. Just to give you a sneak peek, we're going to be looking at everything from different shades that might work well in your hair compared to your natural color, compared to your skin tone. I will be asking you questions about your typical wardrobe colors, your usual makeup colors. So we will really get everything kind of down to a science. And then I actually have this account book, and I will be recording everything in here for you so that when I hand this off to your stylist, there really shouldn't be any questions. Of course, if there are, I am always available, but I like to keep extremely accurate records, okay? Alright, now along with this process, I am also going to be doing quite a detailed scalp assessment, if that's okay with you. Yeah, the reason that I do that is because the products that we recommend, even though yes, they're going to affect your hair color, they have to really be right for the type of hair that you have. We want them to protect your hair and for your scalp as well. Okay, great. So just go ahead. Please just sit back. You can just sit right there. Go ahead and sit back. And I am going to first just kind of brush out your hair a little bit. I want to kind of inspect the condition of your hair. And then we'll go from there. Does that sound good to you? Okay, great. Alright, so I do need you to kind of keep your face straight forward here. Perfect. And I'm gonna put on a little bit of this detangler, so if you could just close your eyes. I don't want to get any of this in your eyes. Okay, yeah, go ahead and close your eyes. Okay. Okay. Alright, perfect. Okay. So let's take a look at your hair here. Yeah, you have a little bit of tangles, not too bad. When was your last haircut? Okay. Okay, so it's been a little while. We do see just a little bit of split ends and damage here at the end. It's not too bad, but we're going to take that into account. Yeah, when your stylist actually cuts off the dead ends, however many you choose, it will change the overall effect of your hair color. And that's because split ends have a lighter color at the end. So, let's see here. Take this brush. Let's get some of this hair over here. Okay. That's in pretty good condition. So kind of what I'm looking for is any colors and undertones that you might have going on, any damage, and also your hair type. Now you will know better than me on any given day kind of what your hair is like. It all depends on our bodies and, you know, if you have more oily hair, more, things like that. So we'll take a look at all of that. So let me go ahead and get out your account here. I like to take, like I said, extremely detailed records in the client profile because when we hand this off to the colorist afterwards, it has all of that critical information. Okay. So would you say typically that you have more oily hair, more dry hair, a bit of a mix? Okay. And then when do you find that it's more oily? Yeah, definitely during the summer, the humidity can make it more oily. How about in the winter months? A little bit more normal. Sometimes dry. Okay. And that's very typical. Okay. And when is the last time that you've had it colored? Okay. And what type of salon did you go to for that? Okay, I've actually heard pretty good things about them. Yeah, they have a really nice professional grade of products. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. What shampoo and conditioner do you generally use? Okay. So let me take a look at your scalp then. Yeah, we are certainly going to have to do a scalp assessment. I have heard that brand can dry out your scalp just a little bit, which can actually lead to your body wanting to overproduce oils, okay? I know it's counterintuitive. So, your stylist can recommend a different brand for you, but I'll just say that we probably want to steer away from that one. Okay. And do you use any styling products on your hair, styling tools? Okay. Yeah, I mean, it does look pretty straight right now. I can see kind of on the under part here, you do have just a little bit of wave? Do you use like a straightening iron or any heat products, blow dryer? Okay. And how many times per week? Okay. Yeah, we're going to definitely recommend probably a more aggressive thermal protectant for you. Okay. Yeah, I mean sometimes a hair mask can do the trick a couple times a month, but yeah, we'll probably want to get something just a little bit stronger since you are using those heating tools. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so it's been a little while. Let me see here. Since you've had your hair colored, and I do see that your roots are a little bit darker than the ends of your hair, which is natural. So we'll want to definitely figure out how we can incorporate the correct color for you. So let's start by a scalp and hair exam. I'm going to be using these sticks to kind of go through inch by inch to make sure I'm really checking out all of the particular quadrants of your scalp and making sure that we're finding any issues and seeing if there, if you have any, any silver happening yet, or if, there's any kind of color issues that we might be looking for. Okay. All right. So just go ahead and please just look straight at me. Okay. Yeah. No, you don't need to do anything. I'm just going to kind of part your hair. Okay, fantastic. So this front quadrant looks very healthy and nice. Okay, let's get a little bit over here. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, let me get a little bit behind your ear here. Okay. This side looks pretty good. Let me get just kind of down here, below your ear and sort of more toward the back of your neck. Okay, fantastic. So the left side of your scalp, from the front to the back, all the way down to this side, and even down here, which is sometimes where we find issues, looks really good. So let's go ahead and check the right hand side of your scalp. Okay. Okay, perfect. This front side looks very healthy and fantastic condition. Okay, let's go over here to this side. Let me get behind your ear here. Let me know if that tickles or anything. It should be okay. Do you ever have any kind of itching or anything back here? Just a little bit. Okay, let's go down under here. On the nape of your neck. Okay. Yeah, this part right here, right behind your ear, is the only part I see just a little bit of dryness and dandruff, which very common, nothing to worry about at all. But that just tells me that when I do recommend products, we're going to make sure that we get ones that don't have any kind of irritants, and that can hopefully maybe help with your scalp health just a little bit. Okay, perfect. Okay. So let me just make a note here in your client profile. So, okay, yeah, we just want your stylist to be quite sure about that. Okay, so now that I have an assessment of kind of where you're at with your hair health and your scalp health, can you give me an idea of just kind of what you envision your hair looking like? Obviously, we want to find the tones that really match with your skin tone, your eye color, all of that. But when you just envision yourself with a new hair color, what comes to mind? Okay. We can probably get pretty close to that. I do want to check a few things to make sure that we won't have anything bringing out any type of redness in your skin or any type of undertones. But we can probably get something close to that. Yeah, I love to ask that question because it's important to know kind of what you're envisioning and how we can get close to that, and also at the same time make sure it's very complimentary to you. Okay, so I have this set of colors that you can see here, and I'm actually going to switch them so we're in the right order here. So you can see over here we have everything from a platinum blonde to kind of a light honey color, and then in the middle here we have just a little bit more of kind of an almond, and then we have kind of this coffee color, which is beautiful, and then we have this very deep, rich black color as well. So these are some of the tones that we're going to be testing against your skin, and then ultimately I believe we're probably going to end up doing a little bit of dimension in your hair, so we maybe have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Okay, so if I can please get you to just look this way a little bit. Okay, thank you. So we're first going to test a strand of the platinum next to your hair color. Okay, so we can see here that is quite a stark difference. Okay, look right up at me, please. Okay, I just want to test this next to your skin color. Okay. Yeah, that does wash you out just a little bit. But there might be let's go one shade down. So this one is a few tones up. Let's see here. Okay, this is a warmer over do have quite warm undertones right now in your natural hair. Okay, let me test this honey color next to your skin. I do need you to look straight up at me, okay? Thank you. Okay. Okay, I think we are a little closer here. Oh, yeah, if you can open your eyes, I kind of want to test this next to your eyes. Okay. 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 Go ahead and blink. Okay, now we're going to check one shade deeper. This one is quite similar to your current hair, just a little bit lighter, but really not too much. Has less red, more brown. Okay, let me see here. Okay, if you can look straight at me. Okay. Okay. Get this next to your eye color here. You see. Yeah, you can blink. Okay. And then let's try this very dark shade. You see this right next to your eyebrows. Yeah, we have to think about that too. So this one you can see here is quite a bit deeper of a shade than what you currently have. Let's test it next to your eye color. Okay. So, what I'm thinking is, I know we're still in the winter right now. However, like I said, we're probably going to want a mixture. This dark one, it is too dark for you. It just does not complement your eye color. It's just a little bit too stark for your skin. We will very likely be doing a mixture of these three with less of this super platinum and a little bit more of this middle honey color, okay? And we might have just a few elements of this coffee color, and that's really to add that dimension, that depth and dimension to your hair, okay? So that's my hunch right now, but I do want to just kind of see how much of each we're going to want to incorporate. Do we want to go a little blonder? Do we need a little bit more of the coffee? So we'll see. So, in order to really tell that, because either of those will go with your skin tone, with your eyebrows, and with your eye color, but we kind of need to understand a little bit more about what colors you typically wear on a day-to-day. And yes, I mean, I know that there's variations in every closet, but I just want to understand a little bit more on what's your style. So we have this fabric here, and I just want you to let me know kind of what color range are you more neutrals, more bolds? What do you typically do? Okay, so a lot of blues and a lot of beige. Okay. Do you have any greens? A little bit. Are they more like bold green or dark green? A little bit more of the darker ones. Okay. Let me just pull a few color samples out here. Any purples that you wear? Not typically. Okay. Okay. So, let me get a couple more beige shades. Okay. So you have more of a neutral, cool wardrobe is what I'm kind of gathering. Would you say that some of these colors are sort of what you typically wear? Not this blue. Okay, that's too bright. Okay, understand. Okay. So we have some darker greens, some lighter blues, and then some beiges and tans. Those seem about right. Okay. So with your current hair color, for example, you can see that this color of beige is just a little bit conflicting. Some of these other ones provide a bit more contrast. And let's take a look at the blues. Greens. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, just look straight ahead at me, please, while I kind of get these fabrics matched up to you. Okay, so just want to make sure we have the correct color scheme. If we have these three. Okay, that provides a beautiful contrast. Let me check this other blue. Okay, that's quite nice. Let's check some of the darker, more olive greens. Okay. Yeah, the olive. It does have quite a lovely contrast. But if we go too cool, it can conflict a bit with the warm. So we just want to make sure we're getting it right. So I want to see here with our little color sheet, color chart, what we're finding for you. Okay, if you can, again, just look straight ahead at me, please. Okay, just want to make sure we're getting this green. So if we have the blue green, and here are some of the lighter tones. Now, okay, turn this here. These olives are a little bit what I was concerned about, because the complementary to the olive is a little bit more in the purple range. And I know you said that wasn't really what you wore. Let me see here. So if we add just a little bit, let's see, how can we have a little bit more the warm colors that could kind of counteract some of this. Let's see. Okay, that helps me kind of know where we're at a little bit here. Okay. Let's see. If we were to mix in, but also considering that the roots are a little bit darker. Okay. So since your roots are a little bit darker, you'll want to figure out how to kind of blend those in a bit. Okay. So when it comes to your wardrobe, I know that we've got the neutrals, the blues, the greens, and those all really go so nicely with a kind of a dimensional honey blonde, as long as we don't go too warm and not too cool. Blues can go a little more cool, greens can go a little bit more warm, but we just want to make sure that we have the right balance for you. Okay. So tell me a little bit more about what type of makeup colors you typically wear. Are you more of a bold, bright and bold? Do you do more neutrals? Okay. Okay. So let's take a look. I know sometimes it can be hard to kind of envision, but let's take a look. So our neutral colors are going to be more in this range. So like you said, for your clothing, you have more of the blues. Do you do any of these colors for your makeup? Okay. So these are a little lighter than you would normally do. Okay. I'm trying to see which. Yeah, this deeper one could be really nice. Okay, so it sounds like you do a little more bold colors. Okay. Love that. So tell me, which ones are you normally working with for your makeup for your eyes? Okay, sometimes pops of yellow. Love that. And the blues and the greens. Okay. Is it more of this shade or this shade? This one. Okay. That's kind of a blue-green combination. So those are actually so complementary to the hair colors that we're talking about that I don't see any need to change any of that. And if I am looking at, let's see here, your skin tone. Yeah, I know everyone has, different skin tone on different parts of their face, actually. It could be that the apples of your cheeks are a little bit more red, sun-kissed from the sun. You might have darker spots somewhere, so we just want to kind of get an idea of where you're at here. Okay. Yeah, keep your chin up for me if you don't mind. Yeah, you have a little bit more honey, I think. Let me just check. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, look straight at me, please. Yeah, I think this honey color is probably what we're looking at. Okay. And it really does make a big difference on when we're recommending products to color your hair. Okay, so let's take a look. Based on the assessment that we have had so far, I just want to check my notes, make sure I get everything accurately recorded in your client profile. So we mentioned the honey. Okay, for your skin tone. Okay, let me see your eye color. Okay. Do you ever wear any colored contacts? Okay. Yeah, you have very interesting eyes, and that the iris has almost like two different colors, which is pretty neat. for your clothing and makeup. Yeah, I find it quite helpful to the colorist to let them know the reasonings behind my recommendations. That way there's no confusions, no questions, because they may not ask quite the level or the amount of questions that I do, and so they wouldn't have all the information. Yeah, so we just want to make sure we get it all recorded right here so I can send them the file. Okay, so based on everything that I've seen, I think probably the hair color that is going to give you the most pop in this new year and really give you kind of a freshened up look is to have, let's see here, we are going to go, let me just brush it out here, we're going to go with definitely a blonde, but as you can see there within the blonde are these deeper tones. So the blonde is quite a cool blonde, but then there are these deeper tones that have just a hint of warmth, and I think this will go really quite nicely with your hair and your skin tone. It will absolutely make your eyes pop, but if you can look right here, you can see that already within your hair you have a bit of dimension, and I think that that's probably my favorite part of your hair is this dimension. Just a little bit of additional color that is kind of giving life to your hair. So I think that going lighter and brighter, but still keeping the dimension, going a little cooler, but adding and keeping some warmth, I think is what's going to definitely look the best for your hair. Yeah, we can actually put it into our computer. There is an AI function where we can let you know how you would look with that style of hair. Yeah, so I can provide that to you. Let me just take a quick photo of you. That's okay for you. Okay, look straight at me. Let me get your hair kind of down at the side so the photo can get a lot captured. Okay. Okay, straight at me, chin up. Okay. Get this centered. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take one from this angle as well. Now you just keep looking this way. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's get this side angle. 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. So I will email you those images so you can get a chance to see what you think, kind of how it would look. And do keep in mind, we would make sure that the roots of your hair, so the roots are still going to be just a little bit darker to help keep that natural look to it, and also so that when your hair grows out, you can go longer between colorings too. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, is your email the same since the last time, or have you gotten a new one? It's the same? Okay. Nope, then I already have it saved in your client profile, so that should be just fine. Yeah, and I think depending on how much you trim off, like your ends are kind of giving that lighter look anyway. Depending on how much you trim off, it shouldn't affect it too much. Yeah. And again, I will make sure that for this spot right back here that has just the slight bit of dryness, that we are going to be recommending products and your lightening and toner that will be very sensitive to that area. Okay. Yeah. Do you have any questions for me? Yeah, I will send you the picture, and then once you approve it, or if you want any adjustments, we'll get that going, and once it's finally approved, then we will send it over to your stylist. Okay, great. It was so lovely to see you again, and I hope you enjoy your new hair color.